Good morning to everyone. In the last class, we had discussed about information model or HANA modeling views, attribute, analytical, and calculation views. Okay. In code push down techniques. So first one is the OpenSQL. We have checked it. We have discussed this concept of OpenSQL and information model. It's HANA modeling views, attribute, analytical, calculation views. AMDP. Yes, right. Fine. Before going to this AMDP concept, we have to learn basics on native SQL. Okay, because in this AMDP we have to write native SQL statements. Okay, so we will check the basic native SQL statements. Then we will go for AMDP. Okay. Native SQL means we have to work on database layer directly. Okay. Now click on launch button. Fine. If we want to work on database layer, then we have to select the HANA modeler perspective here. Okay, as an ABAPer, we have to go to HANA modeler perspective. Okay, and other perspectives also are there. HANA administration and HANA development, like that perspectives also there. So those also uh, will be useful for database layer. Okay, if you want to work on database layer, we will go for these perspectives. But we want some authorization for some procedures and to write something SQL, native SQL statements like that, right? So at the time, we have to come to this one HANA modeler perspective. Fine, and the password. So you already know about catalog content and the provisioning and security, right? Now I will open this catalog. So in the content we have created views, attribute, analytical, calculation views like that we have created under this content. In there something package we have created, under that package we have created some views. Okay, and if you want to write something native SQL, okay, then we can write in the SQL editor. Okay, and here if you see something SQL is coming here. Okay, open SQL console. Just click on this open SQL console. This SQL symbol here, SQL icon here. So this is the console. Okay, here we can write the native SQL statements. Right. Simply, I will write the code for C equal to A plus B formula. Okay. Right. Now I am writing the code like this. Do, so then the statement is starting with do here. Okay, and begin. Okay, so this is the some process. This is the way to write the code here. And do begin I am writing and end I am writing here. After end we have to keep some the semicolon here like this. Okay. So here in ABAP we will write something dot at the end of the line, but here we will write semicolon instead of the dot. Okay. I want to declare some variables A, B, C like that. Okay. So in ABAP we will declare like data A type I, data B type I, like that we will declare, right? And coming to this native SQL, we will declare in this way. Okay? Just declare a int, and I'm passing something value here, 20. Okay, and declare int. Int means integer here. Okay, in ABAP we will declare like data A type I means integer. Okay, or data something LV underscore customer type character 10 like that. Otherwise we will use some data elements. Right here, data element concept is not there in native SQL. Directly we have to declare with the data type and length. Okay, here integer is coming. Automatically it will pick the number, and 30. And here I'm giving something dot, right? So don't use dot, and we have to give something semicolon here, and declare cint. Okay, I'm not passing anything value to this C value, because the formula is C is equal to A plus B. Right. So for that one, I am not initializing any value here. So C is equal to A plus B semicolon. Right. And I want to display this C value. Okay. I want to display the C value. At that time, we have to write some input and output parameters. Okay. In a simple program in AC38, I am creating something program and I'm giving something parameter. So based on that parameter value, I'm fetching something value into the internal table or something variable like that. Okay. So input is the parameter and output is the internal table here. The same way here also, if you want to display or the C variable is containing something value, right? After calculation, C is containing something value. That value I want to display here. Okay. So for that one, we have to write like out. Out X I'm taking here. X is equal to C, I am just taking. Okay, I am not directly displaying this one. So I will let you know why I am not declaring like that. I will let you know. Okay, now just execute it here. Something problem. Output parameter X needs to be bound by using named parameter. Fine. Here we need to give like this. Okay, X is equal to some arrow mark and question mark. So something value is there in this question mark. Okay, so let me run it once. Fine, this is fine. Parameter one integer, but value, where is the value here? Value is not coming here, right? Let me do one thing. Here I will take something 0. Why I am taking 0, that one also I will let you know. And run it now. Parameter 1 integer. I will take C here and I will comment it. Let me give some time here. I will check it. Uh, Parameter 1. Okay, I will take like this integer like that. I will take in a integer and integer, sorry, in b integer and out, and then declaration is not required here. I will keep it in comment. C is equal to a plus b. Now let me check how it is working and click on execute button here. Now fine, and C is equal to 20 and 20 30, fine, execute it here. Mhm. One minute, I will open a schema here and I will go to this one. Why it is coming like that? Do and here a is the input and a is the variable and the data element, data type, and something value is there, and input b int integer and output is a c, and this is also integer and something value should come here. So close it and begin end, and c is equal to a plus b. Okay, let me check it once again. So three integers are coming. It should not come like parameter 1 2 3 because input parameters are only two here. And let me do like this. Click on execute button. Fine, it is okay. 12 32. Click on execute. Okay, I will check it. The syntax, the starting syntax only, it is not executing as I expected. So how I am expecting? So here I am giving something integer a and integer, sorry, input as a and input as b. Okay, and the data type is integer only, and out means output. Okay, out means output. So C is the output, the data type is integer. So C is equal to A plus B I am writing here. If I execute this one, then it will ask the parameter A and parameter B. Okay, and if I give the values and if I execute that one, then it will display the output value C. So in that way, it should come here, but it's not coming exactly successfully prepared. Okay, this is okay, fine. Actually, it should not ask the integer 3 here. Parameter 3 it should not ask here. But it is asking, fine, I will check it and I will let you know tomorrow about this one. Okay. And one more thing, if we do like this, okay, do statement and begin and end like that. Okay, here something code we are writing here, right? So this code will not save anywhere. Okay, at this time only this code will work. After one day or after 2 days, I want to check the same code. At that time, it will not work here. Okay, in AC38, we are writing something program. Okay, in that program, I will write something code and I will execute the code and it will display something data. Right, and here also, if you want to write something code like this, okay, we have to go for some procedure concept. Okay, in ABAP layer, we will write something program in SE38 transaction. In the same way, in database layer, if you want to write something native SQL code, then we have to go to procedure concept. Okay, so procedure also we have to write. Okay, so this is not procedure. This is not procedure. Just before procedure, how can we write? How can we declare? So like that, I wanted to show you, but it is not coming as I expected. Tomorrow I will explain this one. Okay, and I will start the procedure here. Okay, same thing. Procedure also we have to write in the SQL console. Okay, here SQL button is there, right? So this SQL button is in deactive mode now. Okay, we have to select something schemas here. So this schema is ABAP HANA 1. Okay, so the user ID is ABAP HANA 1 only, and I don't have direct access for SAP HANA DB. See here, SAP HANA DB, this is schema. Okay, in SC30, in SAP GUI, if we see system status, then we can see the schema name and username, right? So at that time, we can see this is the uh, SAP HANA DB schema, it will show there. But coming to the database layer, I don't have access authorization for this SAP HANA DB schema. Okay, so the service provider has given the authorization to this schema to work on HANA database. Okay, ABAP HANA 1 database. Why they have given like that? So if they give something access to this database, this schema, SAP HANA DB schema, then I can change something data. I can delete something data from standard tables like that. At that time, a lot of guys will struggle. They will disturb here. So to avoid that one, they have given the access to another schema. So whatever it is, we will see it. So schema I'm selecting here, and here SQL console is there. So just click on that button. Previously, how we have done in the same way, we have to do this one. Okay, so click on SQL console. So one more tab came here. I'm just closing this one. So here I am writing something code, right? C equal to A plus B, but this code will not save anywhere, right? So same code, if I save, okay, if I save in the procedure, then that procedure will contain the data and it will save in that procedure. Okay, the procedure is like one container. It will contain the coding like SE38 program. Okay, fine. I will write that one. So first of all, we have to create some procedure, right? So create procedure. Okay, create procedure. and I'm giving something procedure name like PR underscore, and this is your choice. Okay, you can give any name here. There is no restriction, and the name should start with Y or Z like that. There is no condition, so we can give any name here. So procedure, I'm starting with PR underscore, and AOH1 I'm just taking. Fine, and yes, begin and end. Okay, in this way I'm just giving. So previously we have taken a do, begin and end like that, right? And here I'm just creating some procedure name, create procedure name, and as begin and end. So in between of these begin and end, I have to write C is equal to A plus B. Okay, C is equal to A plus B, and here I have to declare the A B C C. I mean uh, three variables I have to declare, right? And I'm displaying the data from C. So I will use output here. Okay, out means output. Output is C here, and the data type is int. And here I'm not using something equal to question mark like that. Automatically it will pick here in the procedure concept. Fine. And A, B I have to declare. So if you want to declare like A, B variables, so declare A, int. Okay, and semicolon, and declare B, int, integer data type. Okay. Now the value also I will pass here integer, and after that one equal to something 10 I am passing, and here is equal to I'm just passing 20 something, and now click on execute button. Okay. We can see something here, create procedure as begin declare find successfully executed. Okay, successfully executed. Fine. Now I want to see this scheme, this procedure PR underscore AOH1. This procedure I want to see. Okay, here expand this ABAP HANA one here, and procedures one folder is there here, right? So expand this one also here. So these all are procedures here. The procedure is PR underscore AOH1. Okay, fine. The procedure is available here. Now I want to call this procedure. This procedure has created now. So after creating the program in AC38 program, we have to execute it by clicking on F8 button. We have to execute it. And here, if you want to execute this uh, procedure, then we have to open one more SQL console. Okay, here in the same screen, we cannot execute it. We cannot run it. Okay, in another console, in another SQL console, we can run it. So see if the SQL console is in deactive mode now, because cursor is in this open place. Okay, I have already opened one SQL console. I am writing something here, so that's why it is not in active mode. If you want to display it in active mode, just select here something schema or something procedure. So something you have to select from left side, left panel. Then this SQL console will be in active mode. Just click on this button once again. You can see one more SQL console came here. This is the previous one, and this is the current one. Okay. Now copy this schema name here. Sorry, copy this procedure name here. I am just calling this procedure. Okay, and here one output parameter is there. Okay, C is one output parameter. In this C something data is coming, so I want to display that data. So here I will take something question mark. Okay, question mark, call procedure name, and question mark, one parameter, one output parameter is there, so I am just taking some question mark here, and now click on execute button. Okay, the value is 30 here. Okay, the value is 30. Here 10 and 20 I'm giving, so the value is 30 is coming. Fine. This is output parameter. Now I want to give some input parameters also at runtime. Not the here I'm just giving manually, right? So this manually I don't want to give here. So I will come to the create procedure, and after that one I will take an in. Okay, in means input. We are giving something input. Okay, in what is the variable name here? Variable name is a, and what is the data type for that one? So the data type is integer. Okay, and I want to declare one more variable as a input. So in I am taking, and the variable name is b, and the data type is integer, comma. Okay, now I want to keep these things. This declare a integer, declare b integer. I want to keep these two things in comment because already I am declaring it here. Okay, while creating the procedure, I am declaring variable a and b and c. So not required to declare once again here. So I will keep it in comment. So if you want to keep the comment, then you have to start the line with something dash dash like that. Okay, this is in comment. So in ABAP layer, we have to keep some asterisk symbol, some into symbol, right? So in the same way here also, if you want to keep the line in the comment, then we have to do like this. Okay, the lines are coming in blue color. Blue color means this code is commented here. Fine. Now execute it. So we have to save it this one, right? So this procedure has changed now. Okay, the coding has changed now. So we have to execute means the procedure has to save now. So click on this execute symbol now, but it is showing something error like cannot use duplicate name or function or procedure. Okay, so system is telling like the procedure pr underscore AOH1 is already saved, is already created. So now once again you are trying to create the same procedure. Okay, so now what I will do, I will go for procedure 2. Okay, ZAOH2, this is the procedure 2, and now click on execute button. See, so it is executed now, successfully executed. Now I want to run this procedure. Okay, let me check the procedure came here or not. Okay, pr underscore AOH2. So here pr underscore AOH1 is there, AOH2 is not available. So what we will do, right click on the procedures folder and click on refresh button. Scroll down. See, pr underscore AOH2 came here. Okay, now I want to call this procedure. So the previous one, previously I have called, right? So here only I'm just changing the name. Okay, pr underscore AOH2, and here only one question mark I have taken. Previously only C is the output, so only one question mark I have taken. Now two inputs also are there. Okay, A and B, these two are the inputs, and C is the output. Total three variables are there. Okay, so I will write like this. Okay, question mark. I mean, three question marks I'm taking here. Means three variables are there. Now click on execute button, run button. Now I have to give the value like some 25 and something 78, and click on execute button. Now the total value is coming like this. Okay. And one more thing, here we are using something A and B like that, right? So whenever we are working some variables like this as the input, okay, so this is the input here, C is the output, and A and B the inputs here. So better to write some symbol like this, colon. Okay, colon. So by indicating this one, system can get to know. So this is a local variable like that. Okay, and we have to give this colon for inputs only, not for output parameter. Only for input parameters we have to give like this. Okay, if you remove this colon, then also it will work fine. But in further concepts, some internal tables like that will come. So at that time, it should be mandatory. If you don't give that one, then it will not work. It will throw some errors. So for best practice, just give the colon symbol in front of input parameter. Okay. Now I will execute it. So once again, it is showing something. Create procedure name, and cannot use the duplicate name. Already it is saved. Okay. So if I am doing something modification and okay, if I am doing something modification and after that one I am trying to save this procedure. Okay. So at that time it is showing something error. So now what I will do, I will use something drop symbol here, drop syntax here. Okay, drop pr underscore AOH2. Let me execute it here. Drop procedure name, and click on execute here. So now it's working fine. What I have done here, so before creating the procedure, I am just writing something uh, drop procedure. The procedure name I am taking here means I am deleting the procedure. Okay, I am deleting the procedure, and once again I am creating the procedure p underscore AOH2 here. For example, okay, for example, just I'm maintaining drop procedure pr underscore AOH3 like that. Okay, pr underscore AOH3 procedure I did not create it yet. Let me check how it will work here. See, something error is coming because the AOH3 is not created. Okay, and AOH3 is available, so it is showing something error here. So to overcome this one, okay, to overcome this one, we can do like this: create procedure, or okay, create or replace procedure means, so if the procedure is available, okay, then it will replace with new changes. Okay, it will replace with new changes. If the procedure is not available, then it will create the procedure. So that is the meaning of create or replace procedure. Okay, so previously we were working like this, drop procedure, and after that one create procedure. But in the dropping procedure, we may give some different name, different procedure name. At that time, it will throw some errors. So to overcome that one, we can write the syntax like create or replace procedure. Okay, and procedure name, and inputs and outputs we have to give, and some calculations, whatever the calculations you want, those things you can give here. Okay, fine. Just activate, and oh, look, clear it here. Click on execute. What is happening? One minute. So once again, I am opening this SQL console here. So here I'm just pasting. Let's run it once again. It is not executing it here. Why? Fine. So in the starting, I have taken something comment, so that is why it is not executing at that time. So I have removed that comment. So now it is working fine. So successfully executed. Now I want to call this procedure. So I need to open one more console, SQL console. Okay, so click on SQL console here and call the procedure name and one question mark for input variable A and second question mark for input variable B and third question mark for output variable C. Click on execute. Okay. Total value is coming fine. This is working fine. Now I will create one more procedure. Create procedure, create or replace. Okay, create or replace procedure PR underscore AOH3 as begin and end. Okay, so this is the syntax here. Uh, okay, and here I will take something variable uh, uh, like A I will take, and what I'm doing, so I will divide that variable A. So if the remainder is equal to 0, then even value, and if it is not 0, then odd value, like that I want to display. So for that one, else if end if, like that, the syntax, how can we write? Okay, if and end if else end if, like that. So if mod of, so I'm doing something mod. Mod means some dividing we are doing here. So the variable I will take like a, and so I'm dividing the a with 2. Okay, so this value is equal to 0. Okay, if the value is equal to 0, then I will take something variable lv underscore output. Okay, it is equal to even. Okay, otherwise lv underscore output is equal to odd. End if. Okay, here also I will give something semicolon, and here also I will give something semicolon here. And I'm writing here something end space if, but in ABAP layer we have to write like this single word. Okay, and there is no space, but here we have to give something space here. Now variable a is there.